Hey, welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the 540 show.
That's a great song.
This is a good song, man.
We've been on our game today as far as picking the songs.
Yeah, man. That one's a chill song, man. I really appreciate that one. So, hey, something I wanted to do on this show is promote up and coming local artists. And there's one artist in particular that has got my eye. His name is Ness.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about him the other day. Yeah, we listened to some of his music. I like him. Yeah, he sounds I like his flow.
It's very good flow, like poetic almost. But I came across the single "Success Story," and I wanted you to peep this, John, man. I wanted to know what you thought about that.
You gonna play it all the way through? Let's hear it.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this all the way through. So if
turn your headphones up a little bit
when you listen to this, hit us up at the 540 show on Twitter and let us know what you think about the song.
I lost a few niggas last year, but they did not pass away. They just switched up, turning back, now they dead in my eyes. Buried them niggas last Saturday, acting like bitches ain't Hathaway. I never ate by myself, played on the table, gave half away. Niggas get hungry and go in the fridge without asking. I hope you choke on the aftertaste. Meanwhile, bitches see now. Forgot when they faked on a nigga. Now they just wanna escape with a nigga. I'm sorry, do you see a cape on this nigga? I would not save him. Lame hoes, I do not train them. They can call me brand new, that would not change them. If the cards dealt bad, I just rearrange them. Jason staked them, kick flows through the mayhem. Yeah, this the dream I would die for. Ironically, the one I'm still alive for. Thinking about all the jobs I applied for. They didn't hire me off charges I had the time for. And all these niggas that was waiting on some fake shit to stab me in the back so they can steal what I came with. Now they getting nervous when they see me first date shit. The knife that they use, same one I cut the cake with. Celebrating accolades and accomplishments. Here's a toast to the lies, broken promises. They dedicating songs to me like they rhyming thick. All the subliminals and shots I'm so unbothered with. But while you trying to downplay it, I'm down at the dealership. We just skip past the down payment. I see they trying to come up, look like they downgraded. I spot you like Dalmatians, sick as the outpatient, yeah. All that jealousy got you fucking the protocol. Ain't y'all supposed to have all the moves and be so involved? Yeah, and now your spirit show. This very moment I played this shit like a year ago. Me and Nika was talking about how the progress. I told her I was the greatest. I needed me an accomplice. Everybody astonished. I'm doing what I had promised. On fame and success. Forgive me for actually being honest. Forgive me for actually falling up with it. Forgive me for not following sucker shit. Forgive me for giving niggas a chance when I should have been more greedy instead of picking them up and shit. Forgive me for letting people get comfortable to the point they thought if they turned on me I would pardon it. Forgive me for letting people feel equal to have a say in this music when I'm the nigga who started it. But why bother with grudges? I'm making no mistakes. Putting the 40 a night, I'm signing with Golden State. And from the looks of it, most of you niggas don't relate. My mama told me kill you niggas, now I'm Norman Bates. And while your simple mind trying to make that correlate, I'm corresponding with realtors on about 4 states. Karma always come back to you, I hope you niggas safe. Success story on the way, Eric cut the tape.
Nice. So what's the name of that one again?
Success Story.
Nice, I like it, man. I like it. That's got a good feel to it, man. It's got a good feel to it, like a nice vibe. That's why I'll go with a nice vibe.
That almost makes me think of the type of artist that kind of in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, and he's local.
He is local.
Yeah, he's very lyrical, man. I liked it. He a lot of good puns and a lot of good metaphors in there. I liked it, man. It's very, like I said, it's very lyrical. It's poetry, and I could tell, the name of the song matched with what he was talking about, like all his, his struggles and stuff like that, and how he didn't follow one way and he stuck with the other way, and that's part of his success story, and I liked it.
Man, that was very well said, bro. That was very well said. Well, hey, check out Nerd Nest, man. You can find them on Facebook, find them on
It
SoundCloud.
just goes to show you, man, the local flavor around here, man.
There is, and there's a lot of local talent. That's what I was talking about, man. That's why I'm doing this, cause
Awesome.
that's
It's
why
awesome to
we're
see.
doing this, so that there could be an outlet for everybody.
Hey, and if you need something recorded, my man Thomas Robinson right here, Fast Track Studios.
Holla at me, man. I'll take care of you. I've got very fair rates. I'll take very. We'll take your musical.
Produces this very show. Fast Track Studios does. This is part of Fast Track Studios.
Shout out Fast Track Studios.
And then he's got the other studios. So this is
If you need anything recorded, we're talking instruments, vocalists. I mean, I work with country artists, R&B artists,
my man,
rappers.
he works hard. He works hard. He knows what he's doing. So I recommend him. So go ahead and give him a call and he'll hook you up.
Fast Track Studios. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. Anybody and for any artists or anybody who makes any music of any type, send me an email at fasttrackstudios@yahoo.com and we'll look at your music, and if it meets par, good quality, good bars, we'll play it, we'll promote it. There's a lot of talent around here.
Yeah, send us your song, send us your music, and we'll give it a review right here on the air, man. We're not scared to do that, and we'll be honest with you. And I think there's so many talented people around here, like you said, and I'd like them to get hurt.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time, man. It really is a matter of time until somebody breaks out of Fredericksburg and legitimately puts Fredericksburg on the map in the sense of, when you say New York, you know exactly where New York is. You could be Idaho in the middle, and you know exactly where New York is. You know what I'm saying? And Fredericksburg is real close to being up there, man.
Yeah, it is what you make it, man. It's on the rise, like you said, and it's people like us and the millennials and all these young people out here that come from here. We are what Fredericksburg is, and we have to make it. We have to make it what we want it to be. So let's do that.
Let's do that, man.
So who would you compare that Nerd Nest guy to? Who would you say that his flow his sounds like?
I would personally say that to be 100% honest, I would say that he sounds like him. There's not a lot of people, because
Obviously, yeah. I'm just saying his style. Like, you brought back in with Big Sean, and I think he's got a little bit of a Big Sean vibe.
That's
to
what
him.
I was thinking,
Yeah.
because somebody who's, I'll use this word, hope I'm using it correctly, but can be very vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when like artists like Big Sean, Wale, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can, J. Cole, they can really express themselves through the music, and that's what I think that, so I'd say Big Sean, J. Cole, just because of the expression.
Yeah, definitely. He's I like him. So what's he doing right now? What's his he working with you? Who's he work with? What's his next move?
No, he isn't working with me in particular. I'm not sure. I saw on his Facebook site, he's got his own website also, and it looks like he was working in a really nice studio, like had like a really nice booth set up. Everything looked super professional. Like it looked
Awesome.
really good.
Well, hey, man, I wish him the best, and hopefully one day we can
definitely.
meet him, maybe get him on the show. And
Hey, shout out Nerd Nest, man.
shout out, man. So
We'll get him on here.
What do you think is going on right now? Who's the hottest in the game right now? Hip hop. Who would you say is the hottest in the game right now?
I would say Eminem's making a strong argument for a comeback.
Yeah, and I think right now you gotta give it to Drake though.
Oh, absolutely.
I think Drake's right there. He's the guy right now. And
Yep. You know who I would like to see personally? I would like to see Lil Wayne come back with some Carter 4 style bars.
Yeah, I like the man. I love the old school Lil Wayne.
You
And
know,
he's
like
he's just man. He's got all the health issues right now too. So I hope everything's okay there. He don't lose any of that with these recurring seizures and stuff that's going on. That's tough to see.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I know what the man's been up to.
Yeah.
For the past however long, but I would assume that substances and a lot of them eventually will catch up.
I find
to
myself I find myself listening to a lot of Schoolboy Q lately. He dropped a couple he dropped an album, but a couple songs on the album they've been playing a lot on my Sirius XM, man. I like a couple of those songs. I really do.
Schoolboy Q.
Yeah.
Outside of
I like
outside of hip hop, what are you listening to right now?
A lot of the like Black Keys, stuff like that. I listen to a lot of indie, a lot of indie rock radio like that. I don't know. I kind of like that stuff. Like, and I also listen to a lot of alternative rock. Like Blink 182. I know you're going to a Blink 182 concert, aren't you?
Yep, I'm gonna be going in September, middle of September.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I haven't been to a rock concert since.
Where are they coming to again?
Well, at the Maryland, they'll be.
Oh, is it the Fillmore in Maryland? Is that what you said?
I wasn't sure which venue in Maryland. I just know for sure it's in Maryland.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a cool show to see because they just came out with that new album, like a couple songs off that, and obviously all their old hits are awesome.
I don't know what happened, but it just sounds like they have their old sound back in that album.
Yeah, they do a good job. They stick to what they know, and they do a good job with it.
Yeah,
I love me some Blink 182, man.
Yep, I can tell you, man. You know what I just thought of? I would like to, other than just promoting just the artists, if there are any like DJs, any like EDM DJs that do real awesome dub mashups and stuff. I love when people take like an old school, like a Nelly song, and just mix it to this, just a cool, like, a dub beat, or like slow it down, chop it, screw it, all that kind of stuff. So if there's anybody that can do that kind of stuff, send some of that stuff in, because we need to get hip on that. We need to get some of that stuff out there.
I need some mashups in my life. I like a good mashup.
Mashups are awesome.
Yeah, some Limp Bizkit mixed in with some NWA or something.
Yeah,
like that.
see, that kind of stuff is awesome, man.
Yeah, man, that stuff gets me hyped. Like when Jay-Z did the Linkin Park.
That was dope.
Yeah, one of the best.
That was probably the best
highlight of my middle school.
Probably for a lot of people, man. And that's not even a combination you would think would work out very well.
Great. It started with oh man, it's gonna Run DMC got together with, what is that band? It's gonna blow my mind that I can't remember this. NWA, but Run DMC got together with somebody and they did a couple songs with a rock band, and that kind of kicked it off, and that's when like that really started happening. Because I watched a documentary on that when like rock and roll met hip hop. It was pretty good. It was cool to see how it all came together, and a lot of people didn't think it was possible, and then when it came together, they were like, "Wow, this sounds kind of cool."
So if you appreciate that kind of thing, do you like a Machine Gun Kelly type guy, a guy who's gonna mix that rock and roll and that rap together?
That's just a different kind of. I know what you're talking about. Like, I like some of MGK stuff, but not all of it. I mean, there's a few select songs I like, but I've heard some that I'm not really with. So I don't have anything against him, and his style and his brand that he pushes is pretty cool, and that's him. But that's not. He's a wild guy, man.
Yeah, that's for sure. The type of I saw on videos. I think this was 2 years ago now, where he went to Vegas, ended up racking like $500,000 in charges.
I actually saw the other day. It was funny. I was watching a video of him. He was real drunk, and he's somewhere overseas or something like that. And I think he's in Europe, maybe England, like that area. It looked like something like that. And he was doing a tour there, and he was real drunk. He was in the streets, middle of the night. And he was walking across the top of a car, slipped off the front, broke his arm, busted his lip open, and got stitches, and did the show the next day like in a sling, like could barely open his mouth, and he was like drinking Jack Daniels again and just getting all crazy. It was wild.
That's what a real rock star does right there.
Yeah, he was getting after it, but it was a gnarly looking injury, man. He fell pretty hard. He hit the ground like a bag of potatoes.
That's like a bag of potatoes.
Like, bam! It was awkward looking. It was that Jack Daniels whiskey, like, don't got my legs.
Dude, Jack attacks are real.
That's a real thing.
I've
seen a lot of them. I haven't really ever had one, I don't think, but I have seen a lot of them.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever personally had a Jack attack.
Anytime someone's drinking Jack, you know it's coming.
Yeah, especially a lot of them.
Yeah, if they're like drinking out of the bottle.
Oh man, it's game over.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Anytime someone drinks whiskey out of the bottle.
Man, I'm looking up here at this poster here, and it's real cool to check out that. I feel like pictures like this make the city look so small. Like you really understand how, like, you could walk from one side to the other take you probably 10 minutes,
Yeah.
15 most. But it seems very big, but it's actually not.
Yeah, but there's a lot of buildings packed in there. If you look, there's a lot of apartments on top of buildings and stuff like that. And a lot of churches. You see a lot of like little buildings in a small area. That's what makes it a cool little city. They kind of kept it the way it was built. It's a neat little city, man, and I think it's cool that we have a chance to really put it on, like you said, put it on the map, let people know about it, and let people know that this area, like you said, was Civil War. I mean, it goes back to Civil War. One of the biggest battles in the Civil War was fought right around here. So, and its history shines through, and we can definitely touch on that, a little bit later in the show. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think once we come back, we can let everybody know all the best spots to go.
I like that idea. When we get back, let's talk about Fredericksburg, man. Let's talk about the coolest places to hang out. Where we've been, what we like, what we do around town. Let's talk about that. So we'll get to that when we come back.